Eju odibo nwanyị nke ose browa. Ekene Maria Egypt na Gracia ose browa no Ronine, Ojas and God's Puma forgive Jesu. Maria de Son, Ketu, Amen. Okwe Melaro, Ekene Maria, Egypt and Gracia, Osebru Anoneli, Eden God's next Tiboronine, Ojas and God's Puma forgive Jesu. Maria de Son, Ketu, Amen. Yobalanya yo onne nke Chukwu dị asọ. Ayiyo, anyị na-arịọ gị o Chukwu ka ịrịnye Gracia n'ime obi anyị ka anyị bụ ndị nje butere ozi ọma wee mara iwere arụ Kristi nwa gị site n'afọ ya na obi ya wee bata n'osite na mbilite n'ọnwụ ya site na Kristi dị mere anyị. Amen. Otuto dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Otuto dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Otuto dịrị Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ. Ka mkpụrụ obi ndị niile kwere n'ogara aga. Ka mkpụrụ obi fa zuru ike na ndokwa. Amen.
Onye nwe anyị nọnyere ụlọ ka Chineke dị ike niile gọzie ụlọ Nna na Nwa na Mmụọ Nsọ.
Amen.
Listen to news updates on Ebonadi 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Updated to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebonadi FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are hoping for a new Nigeria,
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/GistFM.
Good morning and welcome to Ebona, the 103.5 FM news update today, Thursday, the 15th day of June 2023, and the time is 4 minutes past the hour of 6. Martin Efanshuku Ekeze is my name. The headlines. Petrol marketers shut down operations as Anambra government earmarks 13 filling stations for demolition. Oyo, Abia assemblies elect speakers. Mba vows to increase Enugu GDP from $4.4 billion to $30 billion. DSS squeezes Bawa after suspension as EFCC chairman. Uzodinma mourns Imo APC members who died in road mishap. Cyclone Bipolar. More than 100,000 evacuated as India, Pakistan braces for storm. Now, details. Petrol marketers shut down operations as Anambra government earmarks 13 filling stations for demolition. Commercial activities in Anambra came to a standstill on Wednesday following a shutdown of petroleum outlets by independent marketers across the state. The closure of the outlets, newsmen learned, was to ensure full attendance of members to all important meetings between leadership of Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, and the members of Petroleum Dealers Association of Nigeria, Anambra chapter. The development left motorists who hoped to buy fuel in the morning stranded, while those who sought the product through the black market bought a liter of petrol for as high as 700 naira. Speaking after the meeting, Chinedu Anyaso, chairman of IPMAN, Enugu Depot, in charge of Anambra, Ebonyi, and Enugu State, said they were worried about their members whose outlets were earmarked for demolition by the Anambra government. Newsmen report that about 13 functional filling stations in Upuloga area had been earmarked for the demolition by the Anambra government to make way for a flyover project planned by the government. Mr. Ayanso said Ipman was appealing to Governor Chukwu Masoludo to make adequate compensation for the owners of the 13 outlets and ensure that their families and businesses do not go into misery and extinction. The chairman said they had sought audience with the governor for a dialogue on the matter, but expressed regret that the association had not received a response from the government. He said Aikman and Anambra government were partners in progress, and the association was not interested in having a conflict with it, but rather it was seeking a mutually rewarding resolution of the impasse. Mr. Anyaso charged members to continue to live up to their civic responsibility by paying the mutually agreed consolidation yearly rate of 120,000 naira promptly, while urging Anambra government to call community groups and others who come to it for any other form of payment to order. Oyo Abia Assemblies elect speakers. 36-year-old Adebo Ogundoyin was re-elected Speaker of the 10th Oyo State House of Assembly on Wednesday. This followed the proclamation of the Assembly by Governor Sheyi Makinde. Ogundoyin, who was the Speaker of the 9th Assembly, emerged as Speaker of the 10th Assembly unopposed, while Muhammad Fadeyi, representing the Ona Ara State constituency, was elected Deputy Speaker. In Abia State, the member representing Abia South, Emmanuel Emeruwa, emerged as the Speaker of the House of Assembly on Wednesday following the proclamation of the Assembly by Governor Alex Oti. Also, the member representing Omaya East, Austin Okezie, was elected as the Deputy Speaker of the Abia State House of Assembly. The Speaker and the Deputy Speaker were elected in a rowdy session, even though the People's Democratic Party holds the majority seat of the House, having 11 members. Emeruwa and Okezie, who are members of the Labour Party, which has 10 members in the Assembly, emerged Speaker and Deputy Speaker. Mba vows to increase Enugu GDP from $4.4 billion to $30 billion. Enugu Governor Peter Mba has set his administration the goal to increase the state's gross domestic product GDP from $4.4 billion to $30 billion in the nearest possible future. Mba, however, feels for this to happen, Enugu State is peaceful, secure, and safe, with the governor saying security of lives and properties is paramount on his agenda. To this end, Mba held a meeting with some top security officers and well-meaning indigents of the Enugu on Tuesday, a development he disclosed on his official Twitter handle. Yesterday, at the Enugu State Government House, I had a crucial meeting with the Chief of Defense Staff, General Loki Irabo, and other military personnel, traditional rulers, civil society organizations, and stakeholders, he stated. In our plan to grow our economy and increase our GDP from $4.4 billion to $30 billion, security of lives and properties is paramount. We discussed the best way to ensure that Enugu State is peaceful, secure, and safe to enable us work for our people without hitches. My dear people of Enugu State, my promise to you is that I will make our state a home you will all be proud of, Mba said. The governor thereafter urged every indigenous of Enugu to come home and invest in the state because this is their only home. Recall that Mba recently restated his ban on Monday sit at home in Enugu as the governor believes it is highly detrimental to the economic development of the southeast states. DSS squeezes Bawa after suspension as EFCC chairman. The Department of State Services DSS said it is interrogating suspended chairman of Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC Abu Rashid Bawa. DSS spokesman Peter Afnaya, in a statement late Wednesday, said Bawa arrived a few hours ago at the office of the Secret Police. The invitation relates to some investigative activities concerning him. Afnaya said Bawa was suspended by President Bola Tinubu earlier on Wednesday over alleged abuse of office. Director of Information, Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Willie Bassi, said the suspension is to allow for a thorough investigation into his conduct while in office following weighty allegations against Bawa. Bawa was directed to immediately hand over to the Director of Operations in the Commission pending the conclusion of the investigation. Former President Muhammadu Buhari has nominated Bawa as EFCC chairman in February 2021. He was thereafter confirmed by the Nigerian Senate. Bawa succeeded former EFCC chairman Ibrahim Magu, who was also suspended and underwent trial on alleged diversion of recovered government's assets. The Buhari presidency said Magu's suspension is to allow for unhindered inquiry by the panel investigating allegations of corruption during his tenure as EFCC chairman. Magu, however, denied all allegations against him. The outcome of the President Buhari's inquiry into Magu's tenure as EFCC chairman is yet to be known 2 years after his removal from office. Uzodinma mourns Imo APC members who died in road mishap. Governor Hope Uzodinma has expressed deep sorrow over the tragic death of some members of the All Progressives Congress from Imo State who lost their lives on Monday on their way to Abuja for a national engagement. Governor Uzodinma, who described the ugly incident as sad and unfortunate, also commiserated with the families of those who lost their lives. Record that two members of All Progressive Congress APC in Imo State have died in a road accident in Abo, Delta State. Newsmen had earlier reported that the APC members were traveling to Abuja for the inauguration of the 10th National Assembly on Tuesday, June 13. He also prayed on behalf of his family, the people, and the government of Imo State for the quick recovery of the injured ones who are recuperating in the hospital. Now we move over to the foreign scene. Cyclone Bayapujo. More than 100,000 evacuated as India, Pakistan braces for storm. Forecasters have warned that Cyclone Bayapujo, which means disaster in Bengali, could destroy homes and crops. Bayapujo has been making its way across the Arabian Sea and is expected to first hit Indian Gujarat state on Thursday evening local time. At least 7 people have already died amid heavy rains in India. The victims include 2 children crushed by a collapsing wall and a woman hit by a falling tree while riding a motorbike, newsmen reported. In Pakistan, the storm is expected to strike the coast of Sindh province. Authorities have already evacuated 62,000 people from the southeastern coast and set up 75 relief camps at schools. Pakistan's climate change minister, Sherry Rehman, said Karachi, the province's largest city with a population of more than 20 million, was not under immediate threat, but emergency measures were being taken. This is where we draw the curtain on news update on Ebon at the 103.5 FM. But before we leave, a quick look at the headlines. Petrol marketers shut down operations as Anambra government earmarks 13 filling stations for demolition. Oyo, Abia assemblies elect speakers. Mba vows to increase Enugu GDP from $4.4 billion to $30 billion. DSS squeezes Bawa after suspension as EFCC chairman. Uzodinma mourns Imo APC members who died in road mishap. Cyclone Bayapujo. More than 100,000 evacuated as India, Pakistan braces for storm. You just listened to news updates on Ebona, the 103.5 FM news, produced and read by Martin Efanchuku Ekezie. Thank you for listening to Ebona, the FM news updates this morning. Good morning once again.
Listen to news updates on Ebona, the 103.5 FM immediately after Angelus, 6 o'clock a.m. and 6 o'clock p.m. weekdays. Stay tuned to be updated, to be informed. News updates, live reports. Ebona FM breaks the news with actualities.
I believe that if we are looking for a new Nigeria,
You can as well listen online via mixlr.com/gistfm. To be or not to be? Do you have acting skills? Do you have what it takes to be on the spotlight in acting? Here is the opportunity you have been waiting for. Babuwa Production presents audition for the radio drama Eriko on Ebona the 103.5 FM. For more information on how to register and feature, visit Ebona the 103.5 FM inside European Residency Hotel Ugidi opposite Communicate Boys, or you call 080-391-67049. Don't miss out.
Tighten your seatbelt as we take you on this smooth ride. Let's go! It's the morning drive on 103.5 Bona DFM, keeping your morning engaging as we take you through the smoothest ride on radio from 7